Oh boy. It's so interesting. I actually know why that happened, by the way, guys. I know why that happened. I'm just gonna try to get through the medley. I'm just gonna try to get through the medley before it kills me again. Oh, I know why it happened, guys. My internet died. My internet died. I forgot that I was connected to my Wi-Fi instead of my data. So stupid. Anyways, long and short, guys. The ending, the post part of A Nightmare is so nice to me that it makes up for all of the horror that came before it. Okay. Do any of you have like movie cartoon characters in your dreams? Sure, Ava, all the time. Mostly video game characters though. Yeah, research the back tingles for sure. I didn't finish, what's it called? Do you even enjoy the nightmares if you're not a victim in it? What does that mean? Sorry. What do you mean? Like I'm a monster and I'm killing people? Wow. If I eat church's chicken, I'll get an allergic reaction. I think I'm allergic to church's chicken grease. I love churches. I love church's chicken. Um, Mostly my esophagus closes. That's really sad though. I don't like to hear that. If you have a nightmare of someone else getting hurt, harmed, even though you're safe. Yeah, wait, what? Do I still enjoy waking up from it? Yeah. I still enjoy the post of it. It's still cool because it's like a horrible thing was happening, and now it's not. It's not real. I think I have those more than when I'm getting hurt. Oh, maybe it's because you're an empath. I don't know. This is one of those times. I can't remember if it's torture. I'm sorry, Dar. Did you have church's chicken? Hey, someone gets hurt in a dream, it's me. Even if it's a little boy or an anime character. Oh, Ava. Ava, your brain is so good. Oh, that's so dope. Oh, whoa. That's so cool. That's so cool, Ava. Do y'all ever wonder whose dreams you show up in? Oh, people tell me when I show up in their dreams. But yeah, sometimes, Lindsay. Omni, you've never been in a dream of mine, I'm afraid. Yeah. I hope not. I hope not. You guys haven't met me. That would be weird. I feel like if I was in a dream of yours, I would be like this tall. I'd be like a little like I would only exist from here up, and I'd be on a little screen somewhere. Okay. I want a nice dream. Indeed, Cyber. I recommend Bubblebee. Worked very hard on that song. I don't really remember making it, guys. If I'm being honest. Endless says, "Yo, Omni, long time no see, man. Hope you've been doing good. Yes, indeed, long time no see. I've been doing fine. I'm alive, I'm moving, I'm fed, and as far as I know, I don't have any diseases. This is such a coincidence," says Jayla. "I was just talking to my friend about how I'd rather have a nightmare than a nice dream, solely because of how I feel after I wake up." Yeah, Jayla, I will say this. I'm gonna break the dreams into 4 categories. You ready? 2 dreams, 2 nightmares. One dream you wake up from and you feel good. You're like, oh dang, that was sick. The second dream is one that was so good that you wake up from and you're depressed because you're just like, oh, my life's trash. I really wish I could go back into that dream. And then the 2 nightmares are the same thing, right? You wake up from a nightmare and you're relieved that it wasn't real, or you wake up from a nightmare and it was so bad that like it kind of ruins your day. Like you just can't escape the weird anxiety space that it puts you in. Nightmares very rarely will ruin my day. Waking up from them makes me feel good. Dreams very rarely will improve my day. Waking up from them makes me feel bad. That's just the type of person I am. Waking up from a good dream makes me look at my life and go, dang, I really want that. And that was fake, so that sucks. And waking up from a nightmare makes me go, oh crap, I'm so glad that it wasn't real. So yeah, I would rather have nightmares than good dreams, for sure. Zephyr says I like Nightmare. Dang, this is weird. When I started the second stream, I'm seeing people that weren't in the first one now. Or at least people being vocal. Nightmares that are just you arguing with people that you've cut from your life. Does that even count as a nightmare? Want to know something weird, Dar? This is just for you. This isn't for anybody else in the stream. Everybody else plug your ears. Dar, anytime that I'm like romantically involved with anybody, I have constant dreams that they're murdering me. Constant. That's like, it's just throughout the entire relationship. Every time I go to sleep, they're freaking like chainsawing me in half. They're shooting me. They're filling me with bullets. They're like hanging me from a bridge or something like that. They're hitting me with a car. It's wild. It's really wild. And then we break up, and then those dreams go away. Anyways, Ava says, I almost never really talk to people in dreams. We just kind of go from scene to scene with no talking. I get that too, Ava. There's a lot of just things are understood. It's weird. I get that. I rarely even remember nightmares, to be honest, says Umbe. The good dreams sit with me, and that's annoying. Yeah, screw them. Screw the good dreams, Umbe. Several songs and dreams, Dar. Which is really weird because somebody told me that was impossible, and I was like, I've done it, so I don't know what that means. Like people, there's like a lot of weird things. People are like, oh, it's like impossible to read if like you've never read anything in dreams. You can't read something. Somebody said something like that. I was like, okay, maybe that's true. But somebody said that you can't create in a dream, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's all your brain's doing is creating. I think that's what a dream is. So I made a song in a dream, and then I woke up and then made it again in real life, and it was called Tokyo Sunrise or something like that. It was a two-tone disco song that I made a very long time ago. It's probably happened again recently too. I've just forgotten. Um, but it used to happen a lot. It used to happen a lot, Dar. The dream theme is kind of a whole thing with my music. Didn't a famous composer create a song in a dream, says Jayla? Probably. Before color TV, black and white dreams were very common. Hmm. I believe this, Ava. It's kind of like how when you spend too much time in another language, you'll have a dream in that language. I love that. I love it. Anyways, that's Sweetland says Dar. I do art and I definitely created in a dream. If not, says Endless. If not, it gives me an idea of a piece I want to do. I get this. I stepped away for a few to finish my laundry. What did I miss? Nothing much, Maddie. Still dream talk, it seems. Have you ever had a lucid dream? I've had a lot of lucid dreams, in fact. I've had a lot of lucid dreams. Now, that is where a lot of music has happened. A lot of my music has happened in lucid dreams, which is where the Dream series names come from. Why do you think that? Darn, but I think it makes me a giant nerd, says Lindsay. Omni has a nightmare king, says Dar. I'm not going to touch that one. Maddie says, love me some dream talk. Word. I think lucid dreams are something I value a lot, and I hope everybody has them, at least to some degree, maybe to some frequency, maybe even just once a year. I really have dreams, so I can only incorporate this into writing, says Chica Lucy. Oh, wow. I have lots of dreams about past crushes, says Maddie. By the way, we need a keyboard sounds from today and production. Oh, from the production stream. Thank you, Cyber, for keeping me on task. I appreciate you always. 185, guys. 185. 185. That was Friday's sound, and it is a marimba. I will be playing. Over the pond. Around the pond? Earlier you made a bless sound when you mentioned showing up in someone else's dreams. Do you not like the idea of being in other people's dreams? It's not that I don't like the idea, but I just used to know somebody who would always tell me when I showed up in her dreams. And I just got tired of hearing about it. Somebody let me write the Lion King soundtrack. Can I make a Lion King video game? They won't hire me to do that. Sound number 185, as expressed by Around the Pond. The second, 186 is also a marimba. It just says marimba KSP, so I'm assuming there's some slight variation that I'm not going to be able to hear. Ooh. I love when you do your little flourishes because of your piano has like jiggle physics. What? Does my piano wiggle? What are you talking about? You're an independent artist, right, Omni? Yeah. Why do you ask? I like this. Is this going somewhere? Because I might like it. The funniest dream I've ever had about someone was a friend in high school, by far. The funniest dream. I don't know if I've ever had a funny dream. I dreamt it was her birthday party, and I was so upset that she couldn't find her ball. She was so upset that she couldn't find her ball. The ball was behind the house, and also so big that you could see it from the front of the house. Jesus Christ. The keys. Oh, jiggle physics. Your piano has like jiggle physics. The keys. Oh. Word. Right up there. Yeah. Weighted keys, baby. Yeah. Oh. Can you see that from way out there? Can you see that from way over in Alabama? That's sick. Okay. All my dreams frustrate me. Almost, says Maddie. Almost all my dreams frustrate me. Word up. I believe this. Zephyr says, I was just curious, what do you use to distribute your music, if you don't mind me asking? I use DistroKid, but I've recently been seeing stuff about them being funny with people's money. Ooh. I do use DistroKid, Zephyr. And yeah, whenever you're giving your money, or trusting your money, or letting your money be held by a large conglomerate, there's going to be some funny stuff happening. This is true with Spotify, this is true with iTunes, this is true with Amazon, this is true with anything. So yeah, they've been funny with some people's money. However, my money has never been funny with them, so I trust them. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is a corporation. And I'm just, a grape as far as they're concerned. I'm nothing. So yeah, we have the same distribution, Zephyr. But I have no complaints with them so far I don't. JP Lucy says, now that I think about it, I started dreaming less when I started writing more. A good number of my stories have dreamlike elements for metaphors and stuff. Interesting. Okay, listen. This is 186 Marimba, KSP. And the song that I'm going to be playing to showcase it is a song called Clover Salad. Okay, Zephyr says, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I noticed that anytime it was happening, it was usually a non-U.S. person. Maybe their international services just aren't that good. Maybe, Zephyr. Make sure to like the vid again, says Ava. Thanks, Ava. I like Ava. I'm the good kid now. We're talking about murder and break-ins and nightmares, but we're off by one stream since we're not until tomorrow. We're doing stream 187. Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. I don't know why I know that. Did you ever play the game? Was that game just called Police 911? Ugh, screw that game. Actually, I just decided I don't want to talk about that game anymore. Sorry. Crow says that is waiting room music. Thank you, Crow. Lindsay says I have a final dream question, and this is gonna end it, guys. This is gonna be the cap on the dream talk. Lindsay says, but I think it will be too long of a conversation. Okay, Lindsay, if you ask this thing, how about this? I will answer it. Everybody else, chill. I'm just gonna answer this so we can get out of here. Ooh. Why don't I use marimbas in my music more? What the heck is wrong with me? This sounds dope. Wow. 10-4 for movies. Ugh. See, Ava says the right thing sometimes. Zephyr says, 187 is police code for murder, but 86 want me to kill them, so 186 is still kind of related if you stretch it. Ooh, alright. Anyway, if you want that, but that's an interesting rule. It is an interesting rule. It's the only way that we're gonna get through it, Lindsay. Either you ask me and no one, or you ask no one at all. This is my mandate. This is the whatever. Cyber says if you answer the question and your name is not Omni, I will time you. Holy crap! Oh, it's strong. Crow says Omni making conga line music when. I don't feel comfortable making conga line music. I don't know enough about conga, where that originates. I don't know. I feel like I haven't done proper research. I'm one of those like idiots now. I'm one of those idiots that like feels very uncomfortable making any genre of music that I don't feel like I've properly researched the culture behind. So I don't know where the conga line comes from. Call me stupid. South America maybe? I don't know. See how stupid I am? It's probably not even from South America. I don't know. I think 50 Cent, sorry. I think 50 Cent has a song about 186. It's the only reason I know that one. Word up, Umbe. I can relate to that. Says GB Lucy. Ooh. I'm gonna keep it going with the marimba. This song is called... Oh, it doesn't have a name, does it? Well, these all sound so funny in marimbas. It sounds like Rugrats. I know some people think dreams are just dreams, says Lindsay. And some people think it's a result of what's bouncing around in your subconscious. Oh, snap. I was wondering where others stood on that. We're not going to make this a conversation. We're not going to make this a conversation. And I know people stand on this in different ways. And I don't think either way is wrong, right? So let me go ahead and validate it. Dumb Drunk, second part is a conga-like crowd. Oh my god. I wish I could clap you up right now. I would hit you with like the strongest, like one of the claps and like the you didn't need to pull me in that strong. I would hit you with one of those right now because you're absolutely right. Dumb Drunk does have a very like conga feel. That's not what I was going for, but you hear it and now I hear it too. Lindsay, people that think that dreams mean something, all dreams mean something, that they're coming from like the subconscious. I think that there's a lot of validity to that, right? Because aren't dreams just the subconscious, right? So it feels like there would be some projections there. Maybe if you dream that your teeth are falling out, it means, I don't know. I'm not a dream scientist, so I'm not going to try to interpret any dreams, right? But I agree with that. They can't just mean nothing, right? Well, usually when you think things, when your brain thinks of something, even if it seems random, there's like reasons, behind some of the things that your brain thinks up, even if it seems random, even if it's like, why did they just think of that? That's stupid. There's reasons, that your brain does stuff. And since your brain does dreams and nightmares, I would like to think that there's reasons behind them. Now, I also think that not everything that lives in your subconscious is important. That's divisive. Let me clean that up. I think that not everything that lives in your subconscious needs to be, you don't need to occupy your consciousness with it. I think sometimes your subconscious is just chilling and doing some things. And there's a reason why you have a subconscious and a consciousness. And sometimes there's some stuff happening in the subconscious that doesn't necessarily need to be acted on or thought about or given any time or attention to. So, I know people in the streams are on two completely different sides. There's probably going to be some people that are like, yo, dreams are dreams, bro, screw it. There's going to be some people that are like, no, you need to go see somebody. Like, what? You had a dream that you were wearing a diaper? Oh, you might not have grown up. Maybe you're having some, like, maturity issues or whatever. Maybe, you feel like no one's taking care of you. I get it, right? If I go to somebody that really believes in dreams, like, hard, and I tell them that every single time I'm dating somebody, they're killing me in my dreams, I don't want to know what they're going to say to me because I know it's going to be something wild. Yeah, I think that there's definitely some subconscious stuff. I don't think dreams are just like randomly built, like randomly generated, like a roguelike game or something, like a roguelike dungeon. I think that there's probably reasons. I know that's why you asked, Lindsay. I know. Because anytime, that's why I said that to Dar and to no one else in the stream, because I felt like Dar was just gonna go like, whoa, that's weird, and then leave it alone. But somebody else would be like, yo, what the heck? Maybe you shouldn't be dating people. I get that. That's why I said it just kind of moved on. But no, I think dreams mean something, probably. But I think that's subconscious stuff. Sometimes subconscious stuff is dope. I think that there's definitely some stuff happening in my subconscious that helps me write music, or like helps me live my life. But there's some stuff that happens in there that if I like peel back the veil too much and look at, it'll probably like mess up my consciousness. So I'm gonna let it rock down there. And yeah, all my partners are always killing me. That's wild. Ava's pushing the line. Ava, careful. Ava, careful. Cyber has a wrench. Oh my god, guys, are you hearing this? That was random. It sounded pretty though, huh? I'll never be able to do it again. Whoa, that's where that comes from. What is that? What is that? What song of mine is that? Is that Reflection Pool? Yeah, it's Reflection Pool. Yeah. Okay, so wait, sorry, who's talking about P.F. Chang's? I'll eat my P.F. Chang's without you, says Ava. I'll eat my P.F. Chang's. Hold on. Ava. What? I want AFK to make PF changes? Like, can't tell if you're making a dope pun or if it's just auto-correcting changes to changes. Ava, I don't understand what's happening. Ava, are you in a PF Chang's right now? What? Now somebody's talking about Animal Crossing. I stopped paying attention for like 2 seconds. Isn't that your own song? Says, yeah, that's my own song. Sorry, I just couldn't remember what it was because the marimba sound was throwing me off. I have Mongolian beef. Okay, alright, alright. I feel like I'm up to speed. Ava's eating PF Chang's. Somebody wants to play Animal Crossing with Cyber. And I'm realizing that this is the birth of the melody that I was trying to nail down. I'm gonna go off of marimba for a second here to get a more sustaining sound. This chord progression, the we are creatures of habit, and patterns will form no matter what you do. Anyways, I'm assuming WNBA is supposed to be Wana Iwamba. Maddie requested a marimba on Jaybird if you could be so kind. Thanks, Cyber, for letting me know. I didn't see it. I think things got pushed. Omni P should make my theme music for my YouTube channel. What are you saying? Omniboy should make my theme for my YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel, Kennedy? Money, please. Zephyr says, the other day at work, our general manager, who everyone thinks is slightly annoying, as general managers are, but tolerable, as general managers can be, had asked this one new kid about something he did wrong on last night's close, right? And then the next message was automatically held for review. Okay, Maddie, are you here? Maddie, this one's for you, Maddie. Maddie, do you want it? Sorry, Maddie, do you want it slow and playful, or do you want it slow and playful like Rugrats, or jazzy and upbeat like the traditional? What do you want? What are you feeling? What kind of mood's Maddie in? Ooh, Maddie mood? Moody mad? Mad moody? There's something dope there. Oh, Mad Eye Moody. That's what I'm thinking of. It's a Harry Potter character. Anyways, I don't have one yet, says Kennedy, about the YouTube channel they want me to make the theme for. My aunt says, Kennedy Angel 116. I will make the YouTube in December. Yes, I will pay you monies. Delicious monies. I live off of it. Brandon Diener, I remember you. Hi, what's up, Brandon? I guess I'm in a jazzy mood. Ooh. Alright, Maddie. Okay, alright. Wow, this is wild. Jumpin' Jaybird, and Marimba KSP. Cyber says, Kennedy, if you want to have a commission done by Omni, oh crap. Try sending him a message on social media outside the stream. I know. Yeah, Kennedy, try doing like a message or something like that. I don't like talking business in the stream. I'm surprised we got back up to 17. This is the second stream, guys. Should I start the stream later? I won't, but should I start the stream later? Something to think about, guys. Oh my god, that's loud. Sorry. Oh, some of those chords are so fun. Dang it, that's not the right chord. That's so fun. Message your Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Do Twitter. I'll let you get on Twitter today. I haven't been on Twitter in a minute. Or like on it, like really on it. You're welcome, Maddie. I remember in Insta streams everywhere, there would be new people asking for song requests, like popular mainstream songs, and then asking Omni what his favorite insert thing is. Zephyr. We've really come a long way, haven't we? You know what's weird, Zephyr? I take for granted that I get to stream with a group of people that know me to an extent. That's a luxury. You guys are a luxury to me. Because nobody does that anymore. Nobody comes into the stream and they're like, hey, can you play freaking Fur Elise, or can you play Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts? You like Kingdom Hearts, right? Nobody like comes into the stream and they're like, yo, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Like, nobody does that stuff anymore. That's weird. And I don't think that's because people changed. I think it's just because you guys know me now. So it's pretty freaking dope, yeah. Thanks, guys. This is my Omni thank you to everybody on the stream for being cool. Because, wow, yeah, that's definitely a luxury. Thank you, Zephyr, for bringing that up. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that in a while. You get used to the good life. You get used to the good life, and you forget how bad it could be. Guys, I wanna write a song today. It just sucks because I don't really have any time to write music out. Like, most of my music writing time is usually late at night or during the Friday stream. But I really like resting on that chord. I like opening something with that, maybe like opening a song. Come up with lately seems specifically sentimental for some reason. I'm going through things, Lindsay. That's probably why. I'm going through it. Can I get that one track that one game, the dog barks though? Heck yeah, Umbe. Heck yeah, Umbe. People want to hear. People want to hear. Hey, I want. Can you play the Animal Crossing song? I do like that a lot. We all going through it. Indeed, Cyber. We're all going through it. You seem like you'd be a good essayist. You guys hear that? Anyways, I feel like you'd be a good essayist. You and the attention grabber lines. I think that's just good lyricism. You have to get your point across in as little words as possible, unless you're a rapper, in which case, bar me to death, I guess. Brandon says, writer, you're not going through it. Must be nice. Yeah. To put into context, when you get older, years feel like they take less time to pass. This is true. But these last 4 years, for better or worse, have felt like a lifetime by themselves. I hate it. I like cyber. Going through it. Yeah, let me just not ask about that. Yeah, it's definitely, you don't want to ask about that. Sounds real safe in the neighborhood right now. I like that. I would love it if in Mr. Rogers, you're just like, beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day to be a neighbor, and they're just like children screaming in the background, like running around and chasing each other with those bats. I mean, I have one, but those bats that are like completely hollow. They're just made like they're like printed plastic. Anyways, that's what's happening. It's funny because I know we're technically in summer anyway right now, so the kids would be home and they would be like chasing each other and like screaming and stuff like that with their baseball bats and their pool noodles. I don't know why they have a pool noodle. Actually, they don't have a pool, but chasing each other with like wiffle bats and pool noodles. It's like, I know they would be here anyway, but something about the whole COVID thing with school closing, it just feels like the kids are like, I feel bad for them. This cul-de-sac has changed slightly. Like, it's become like a playground. It's like become like, this is school now. Anywho, they should make edible pool noodles and broth pools. Interesting, Zephyr. I see where your brain's going. See where your brain's going. I don't like it, but I get it. Trying to be a big ramen. Trying to be a big udon. Big udon in the mix. Okay. I really want... But yeah, I'm going through it. And what Cyber said about time passing. Can we get a little? Can we go to a place in the stream? I just don't know where to go after that. I do love just that chord. Maybe I don't have to go anywhere. Maybe I just sit on that chord. I like this song. What is this? I hope I don't forget this by tomorrow. Crap. I've fallen way too far behind. I see Zephyr talking about pee and hair in it. I don't even know what they're talking about. Cyber says eat the rich. I've fallen too far behind. I'm just gonna jump in here, guys. I'm just gonna try to jump in here. I'm not gonna scroll up, and I apologize for that. Not to detract from the wonderful Eat the Rich combo, but I do hope everyone has someone to talk to about going through it. Ooh, I like the caps on that. No one should be going through it alone. Eat the Bridge. Oh my goodness. Hello, Ministerio? Templo? Genesis? N2? I feel like I've butchered that. What song is he playing, says Minson. I don't know what that was. I was just messing around. I think I hit something on accident. I was trying to figure out where to go from this chord because I love the way this sounds. But I was just adding random stuff to it, trying to see if I could make a song out of it. Hello, though. Aw, thanks, Lindsay. Wow. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay, I went to a pizza place yesterday that opened up locally here called Skate Shop Pizza. I don't want to besmirch the name of this pizza place, but it's a pizza place that's not very good. Their gimmick is that they sell pizzas in the shape of a skateboard, so I kind of like that, and so I've gone there a couple of times. The pizza's not great, again, but this most recent time I've had it, I finally think I've decided to stop supporting this place. And the reason I'm saying all this is because the slice of pizza was roughly $5, and I'm going to take the $5 you just gave me, Lindsay, and spend it on a real pizza. That's right, Little Caesars. Kit James says, hey guys, just popping in to say hi on my way to look for a game walkthrough. Well, thank you, Kit. I hope you find the game walkthrough that you're looking for. Would you let me play some reflection poll for you before you go, before you skedaddle? That'd be nice for me. I don't know if you care about it or not. Screw skateboard pizza. How does skateboard pizza look? I'm sure you can Google it. It's just weird. I don't know. It's like long and like oval. I don't know. It doesn't really look like a skateboard. It just kind of looks like it's like a long and then it's curved on the ends. It looks like, the shape of like a skateboard deck, I guess, but yeah, $5. I've definitely been conditioned to see $5 and think of pizza. Little Caesars really got a hold of me. You really got a hold on, really got a hold. Well, even if you end up leaving before it's finished, Kid James, this is for you. to Lindsay and everybody else. I hope you had a nice weekend, says Kid. Thanks, Kid. I hope you also had a really good weekend, and I hope you have a good week ahead of you. When so I've made soundtracks for things. Unfortunately, I've supplied work. Okay, so we all know how NDAs work. So I provided work to quite a few things, and I'm not really allowed to talk about. Because those things, either I signed things saying I'm not allowed to talk about it, or those things aren't released yet, so I can't talk about it, or whatever. Anyways, there's some things I can't talk about. But I have supplied my work to a lot of things. But I haven't had the ability to really go here. Like these things. And I haven't made like an Omniboy release, obviously, that sounds like that, you know? So I have all these songs, or songs like Liminality. Or I'll have like this song. To do with those. I don't really have anything to use them on, so I can't wait to get commissioned to or hired to like work on something truly like cheesy lovey-dovey, because boy do I have a lot of that in me for some reason. You know what also fits into that general fill? What? Lay it on me, Lindsay. Impressed myself with that one. Anyways. Requested twice today, but the chat was going crazy and you missed it, says Lindsay. The thing you made up last week. Oh, what was it? What was it? For sure. Good afternoon. We're gonna get ready to close up shop, guys. We have been going. Well, actually, you know, all things considered, it's only 2:30. It's only 2:30, which is pretty standard actually for these. It was just broken up into 2 streams, which I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like the way that's going to look. I like that it's like 4 streams, studio stream, 4 streams, studio stream. I kind of like the way that looks. Maybe I'll delete one of these. Anyways, thank you everybody. We're gonna start making our way towards news now. Beautiful. Zebra is asking me if I can recall the most majestic moment in my life. What are we saying is majestic? How are we defining that word? specifically means. Whatever you define it as, Zephyr. Majestic. Majestic. Let's say I define majestic majesty. You know what? No, I'm not gonna try to do this. Somebody, can somebody? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm just gonna Google it. Do 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 do. Da, da. I love that song. I wish I had a name so I could call it something. Okay, so the definition of the word majestic says having or showing impressive beauty or dignity. So, and then Lindsay, rightfully so, brings up natural wonders, right? Like, I saw the Grand Canyon. It was majestic. I saw Niagara Falls. It was majestic. I've seen some natural wonders. Didn't think they were majestic. Majestic. Zephyr says, can you recall the most majestic? Now, superlatives aren't really a strong suit of mine. It's hard for me, right? Because it almost is like having favorite things. It's hard for me to think of like the worst day of my life or the happiest I've ever been. But if we're saying the most majestic, I think majesty defined as beauty and dignity, so much so that I'm like astonished by it. I think that people I'm not as impressed with or astonished by the wonders of the world, like aurora borealis or a big hole in the ground or a big waterfall or a weird rock structure, as I am with people. People are very impressive to me. They can be very upsetting, and they can also be a little bit disappointing, but I think there have been times in my life, not just one, right, because that will be superlative, but there have been several times in my life where there is a community, right, or I'm using the word community loosely, so it can be a band or a job, a workforce, or a neighborhood, or a music scene, or an industry. There have been times, or a culture. There have been times in my life where I have not belonged to a culture, or I haven't belonged to a community, and the people in that community have embraced me. And during those times, I think that those have been some very majestic times for me. Whether it's because I was in Japan, specifically in Osaka, and somebody had like kind of picked me out and gone like, yo, you come with us, you're with us, like you can come eat with us. And it was like truly like, yo, these people care about me. It's a very majestic feel, I think. Or if okay, so yesterday, I don't really want to get too much into race relations, but yesterday I was in a place called Ace. It's a hardware shop. I went there because I was buying cleaning gloves, like those big rubber, like heavy duty. I'm going to be dealing with bleach all day. I went and I got those. And it's COVID, so the line was very long, you know, and once I finally got in, I was able to get my stuff and get in this really long line. And when I was sitting in the line, one of the check cashier people, was like, there's two separate lines for the, like, basically what had happened was everybody had made a single file line and they were kind of just jumping out whichever lane was open, and the lady was like, hey, make separate lines, like there's a line for aisle 1, there's a line for aisle 4, you guys don't have to just stay in a big line and anytime one opens you get in it, because that's not efficient. She was like, and I'm open over here and there's not a line over here. And so I was next in line on aisle 4. When she said that, the people behind me, this couple, jumped into the next line, and I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, you know, I'm up next, so it's fine. And oh, thank you, Cyber, by the way, for helping translate. Thank you. But they went and they jumped in the line. I didn't really care. The dude didn't care either. Maybe not too important to mention this, but I was in Pasadena, and these are two very, very um, wealthy, older white people. It was like a couple. And I was like, that's fine. Also, just to paint the picture, Pasadena doesn't really have a lot of black people, especially not in this area. Not where the Ace Hardware is. Not where the Mike's, the Jersey Mike's and the Kinko's and the Whole Foods and the Bristol Farms is. There's not really black people up there. So these people do that. The guy doesn't even look at me, and the lady like looks back and she was like, I think he was actually next. Like I think he was next. And it was kind of this weird like awkward exchange where I was like, no, you guys are fine. Like you go ahead. I'm okay. But thank you though. And the lady kind of looked at me, and even though we were wearing masks and we couldn't see each other's like mouths, so there wasn't a lot of expression going on, there was kind of this like look in the eyes of just like, you're good, we're good, I understand, thanks. I'm like, thank you, girl. I'm doing like this like bowing motion, like, yo, you're good, like that's fine. And she was just kind of like this like apologetic, like, yo, I'm sorry, like this guy, he's not really aware of his surroundings. He's not very considerate, like in behalf of her husband. We've all had to make apologies with our eyes for our company before. And I thought, wow, that was actually really nice. Like she didn't have to do that. And I think when people do extend themselves even a little bit, even if it's like a couple inches, just like, hey man, are you good? Like, is everything cool? Or when somebody like holds the subway door for you, like they put their foot out to stop the subway from closing when you're about to miss your train. It's like small things like that are like really, really cool. And sometimes obviously there's levels. Sometimes there will be bigger portrayals or situations where you'll see like, oh wow, these people are really nice. But like people being accepting and understanding is always like really, really cool. Because sometimes it just, Anyways, good question though, Zephyr. I'm sorry I didn't have like a really cool answer. Like, oh, the most, I went on a rocket ship or I went skydiving. I didn't have anything like that. People can be very majestic to me. I'm very impressed with people when people just do like really small things. I do some pretty small things. I try to be like a small thing person, not really a big gestures kind of person. I think anybody that has like lived with me or hung out with me a lot or dated me knows like I'm not like a big like I'm not getting the band to come out or anything like that. But I'm a small gesture person. Small gestures like every few days, and so when I see other people do that, it's like really, really cool. And there has been times, Zephyr, specifically when I have gone outside of my world, like when I went to Japan or when I go to Korea, when I go to Canada, when I go to New York City, when I go to Philly. I talked about being in Philly and not having been from there and how people were like really embraced me. That stuff is dope. That's always like, I never understand that. Because my brain is always just like, yo, why would you be nice to somebody you don't know? Like, why would you spend any time being like, so people that are like that, that's really dope. Anywho, it would have been less interesting if you said something like, yeah, I walked on a mountain and it ended there. For sure, Zephyr. For sure. Then my eagle story. Oh. Did you have an eagle story, Maddie? My bad. I didn't see it. Sometimes animals can do it too. Have you ever had sometimes I've had experiences with an animal. You ever like walk around in a forest or in a mountain? I don't know where you guys live. Maybe there aren't any mountains where you are, but in California there's lots of them. You ever like walk around a mountain and you have like, I love raccoons for that reason. Something that bothers me about humans' impact on the planet is the fact that animals like, if you walk in, animals scurry because humans are kind of seen as like a weird apex predator for most animals, right? Like a bear or a lion probably isn't going to run away. But most animals run away from humans. They see humans coming, they're like, no, I know what happened there. That fool's like wearing my uncle, like let's get out of here. I get it. But there are some animals that for whatever reason don't seem to have that fear of humans, and like raccoons are one of them. I know raccoons are vermin and I know they ruin a lot of people's lives, they're pests and they can be a hassle. I live in an area fortunately where they're not really a hassle for me. They'll like eat my trash, but that's pretty much it. I like the relationship that raccoons have with people where it's like they're not super afraid. They'll like see you. They'll kind of keep going on about their business. If they're walking toward you on a sidewalk, like you kind of have to walk around them. Like they're not really gonna move out of the way for you most of the time. Like I kind of like that. I like having more of like a neutral or favorable, amicable relationship with animals than like one dictated by fear. Anyways, yeah, that can be majestic. Okay, eagles are huge in person and it's kind of surreal. So I get it, says Zephyr, validating Maddie's a majestic eagle story. Um, yeah, all raptors just really fire me up, says Maddie. Pigeons in New York are like that now. They walk across the street and stuff now. I love New York pigeons. LA pigeons are weird. LA pigeons are getting there, but they're not quite there yet. LA pigeons are weird, but New York pigeons are so dope. I do like that. New York pigeons just walk. They don't even be flying half the time. They don't really be moving out of your way. Like you have to walk around them. They won't walk around you. It's weird. Raccoons are pretty comfortable around trash, so it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, are you calling me trash, Lindsay? Raccoons seem very comfortable around me, which I think is a high compliment because I do like just humans in general. Yeah, raccoons and people. That's sick. I do like the evolution of the raccoon. I don't want to talk you guys to death, and also my tummy's hitting the big grumbly. So I know some of y'all gotta be hungry. I don't know if you eat during the stream or what. It's okay. It's okay, Lindsay. I was just picking on you. I know you weren't calling me trash. I just have a friend that calls me trash at least once a week. She doesn't let me forget. She doesn't let me forget. There's always a trash text. There's always a like, yo, you trash, bro. That's usually how the text goes too. Yo, you trash, bro. I just seen your ex and reminded me, man, you got like doo-doo taste. Oh wait. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I kind of want to show you guys some texts that I get sometimes, but I would have to prep those texts for public viewings. So, but somebody in Arizona who will remain nameless did last week send me a text. I was like, yo, I saw your girl in Walmart. Like, yo, you got nasty taste. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that was it. Now, a lot has changed since me and this particular person have dated. They do look different now, but it was a very funny text to get. It was very funny. Okay. I want to see the mask, says Cyber. Are you talking about my masks? I have several. I'm fortunate that I happen to be really good friends with this photographer in the Bay who makes masks. Huh. Conversation for another time, but I'm friends with a lot of photographers. Anyways, yeah, I have a lot of masks. I don't think I've ever seen any of mine. Well, I guess you wouldn't. That makes sense. Why would you? I'm very rarely taking. Like I used to make Instagram stories anytime I went anywhere. Now it's not really like that, right? Most of my Instagram stories take place either in my house or in my car. And when they're out, usually the camera's facing away from me. I don't know. Interesting. They're all black though. They're not very creative or cool to look at. They're just very functional masks. Team has trash taste in partners. She wasn't trash when we. Nah, I guess she was a little trash, but you gotta remember, trash in Arizona is different than California trash. You know, that's what people don't think about. You know, California trash is like freaking silver in Arizona. So like Arizona, like if you're in Arizona, like yeah, it's like everybody like a little trash. I don't know. Sometimes trash is good. It's good for your immune system. You know, have a little bit of like bacteria, the good bacteria. You know, like kombucha. Anyways, Zephyr, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Zephyr. Guys, I have 2 releases. One's called Ego Death. The other one's called Quick Breath. You can listen to them on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Group, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube. While you're on YouTube, please look at some of the videos that I've uploaded there. There's a lot, guys. I have a lot of remix videos. I also have this thing called Quarantunes that I was making. I haven't gone back to making Quarantunes yet, but I do fully intend on returning, to my previous output. It's just, yeah, it's been rough. I'm going through it, as I said earlier in the stream. So there hasn't been any new stuff. But if you haven't seen the 8 episodes of Quarantunes, please check those out. I worked really hard on them. And we even dissected one of the songs called I'm Not Dead on last Friday's Morning Medley, the studio version. So maybe you can get a kick out of that, or any type of entertainment or joy. If you get any of that, I'm glad. I'm pleased. I have a few friends, right? I'm saying this because I talked about like being inactive and idle a little bit. Um, um, I I have a lot of artist friends, obviously, right? If you're in anything, just like Lindsay has a lot of artist friends, just like Cyber has a lot of artist friends. We've all got artist friends, and if you're an artist, it makes your artist friend group grow even more. And so, I have a lot of artist friends, and it's 2020, or it was 2019, so if you're an artist, you kind of just have social media because there's like really, I'm not going to say there's no other way to promote your art, but that is like, you know, that's like the main way to promote your art right now. Twitter, Instagram, I don't know, Tumblr, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you're on, Twitch, you kind of have to be on the internet if you want people to know about your art. Good morning, Isidora. I hope you're doing okay. Um, and I hope work was all right. Oh, you were here from the beginning. Oh, so you were here. Cool. So, I've noticed this thing with artists. Some artists have been able to just strong arm through it, through whatever this is. They've been like, yo, new single going up. I got like a sick live stream. I'm playing this URL show. I'm playing a show. I've seen it. I've seen some artists be able to do that. I'm like, that's dope. And then I've seen some artists that started off the quarantine that way, and now they're like running out of it, whatever it is that makes you feel good and makes you want to like create and share and make people laugh and have fun. They're running out of it. I'm one of those. And then I've seen some people that since this all happened, like they haven't been able to create anything. Those are like the three archetypes. It's like I'll create no matter what. One's like I can do this, and now they're realizing they can't. And then there's another one that was just like, yo, I can never do this. I feel like there's trash inside me. So I've been seeing some of. I talked to Harrison. I don't know if you guys know who Harrison is. Definitely check him out. His music's great, and like me and I have like a weird. I don't know. I refer to him as my guy a lot, but I don't know. No, he's Canadian. We're cool. We're pretty similar in a lot of ways. But Harrison has recently returned to like putting out videos. Like he put out his first video that he had, in months. Yesterday, he like posted a video of himself playing keyboard, and it's weird because like a lot of us who made like fun videos and beat videos and things like that. I had like a group chat. Which you know how I feel about group chats, but I was in a group chat. It wasn't mine. I was added to a group chat of a bunch of like those creators, and they're just like, "Yo, it feels bad, man." Like sometimes when I just go to my tools where I would normally like make jokes and like make memes, like it doesn't feel appropriate anymore. Like I don't feel like laughing right now, and I'm just like, yeah, I feel that. And I think that we all thought it was gonna be over in a few weeks or a few months, but that still feels like that. And I've seen some other people like return. Like they're just like, nah, screw this. I gotta get this money. So here's a new remix of the new Drake, leak. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not quite there yet. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna be working on some music indefinitely because I can't not work on music. Which is why the Friday streams I'll come up with like new ideas for those. Umbe has started making dystopian music because it feels more apt. Chibi Lucy's here for it. I just feel like, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I have a lot of like cool ideas. Even when I do make a cool song, like I have that cool, the breakup song. That song that I played in the production stream. I also have the housey stuff that I'm making. Like I have a lot of music. Like it's not like I can't make music anymore. I can definitely make music, but somehow like packaging it up and releasing it feels off because there were so many things that were part of that. Packaging together music, guys, for me. Ooh, I'm too transparent in these streams, but I make myself feel better about it because there's like not that many people in here compared to like the entirety of my audience. So like this isn't everybody, but to keep the theme of transparency, when I put together my music, it's usually not just like I made a song. I get some rando to make art for the song, and then I like upload it and get it distributed to Spotify. There's usually a lot more that goes into it, where it's like I have videos, I have a tour booked, there's shows that I'm going to be playing, there's things I'm going to be doing, there's an overall mood. I kind of like, it's almost like going to work upset. Like, you have to do it if you have to make that money, but you're not going to do it as good as you could, right? Like, your customer service, even if you can fake it, it's gonna still be a little off in here if like you don't feel good. Like if you're having like a cool attitude for all the customers that come in, it's still just not gonna feel the same if you don't feel good. So saying that all to say that I think a lot of us are like, I think I'm just gonna sit this like few months out and wait for the world to get back to its like dope, its dope state, so I can start writing. But I do think that I think I don't know. I think a lot of us don't know what that is. Oh my god, what a bummer. I'm not trying to bum anybody out on the stream, I promise. This isn't supposed to be a bummer. I'll clean it up in a second. But just saying, like, I think a lot of people don't actually know what that normal. I hate the word normal or like new normal or whatever. I think a lot of people don't know what that is. So I think in my like little rotten apple pig boy brain, I thought, oh, quarantine, we'll have quarantine for a month, a couple months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and then I gotta push back my tour, and then I'll get back out and I'll hit the road immediately, you know, and then I'll do, because I had a tour plan, where I was gonna go to Korea, I was gonna go to Japan, I was gonna go to Taiwan for the first time, then I was gonna come back here, do some like West Coast states, I was gonna go out to New York, do some like East Coast states, I was gonna play in Florida, and I had like this whole thing planned, and then it got to a point where I was like, okay, I actually don't know when that's actually going to be possible. And then I started thinking about how there was like some bans on like U.S. travelers coming in. You know, like even when the travel block was lifted, they were like, people from the U.S. as far as we're concerned can't come here. And I was like, okay, well I can't even tour to some of these places that I was going to tour to. So that's not a thing. And then I was thinking about how shows would even work here, and I'm like, we don't even have shows here. I'm talking about Los Angeles. I know some places do have shows again. I'm not going to talk about that, but here in Los Angeles, where I live, here in the United States, where I would be touring, you can't just play shows anywhere. Shows aren't really happening like that, and so when we actually do start having shows again, I could be wrong. I'm just talking, right, guys? I don't know what I'm saying, but I could be wrong, but I feel like when shows even do happen again, it's not going to be the way I played them, you know, and the way it was. It's not going to be 100% snap right back into like, oh, Omni's playing freaking the Claremont, and everybody's, you know, it's like packed out, and I'm goofing around. Like, I don't think it's going to be that necessarily. And so I think once it became apparent to quite a few of us, not just myself, but quite a few artists, once it became apparent that we didn't even know what the future looked like, I think a lot of people got really like bummed and were just like, well, I don't even know if I should release music if I'm never going to be able to like play shows for it or tour it. Like, what's the point? So that these people can like listen, like they can't even hear it out in the club, they can't hear it out anywhere. Like, I'd made this whole comment about how like a lot of Less Dream worked off of like the strength of boba shops. I was kind of joking, but there was a lot of truth to that. A lot of the streams from my chill records were played in boba shops locally because a lot of people in the boba shops locally know me. And then like further out in like more distant LA because I'm more of a figure in LA's music scene than like the world's music scene. So like a lot of those streams and support was coming from people playing me in boba shops, which was funny. But during quarantine, you can't hang out in a boba shop, so that's not a thing. And so I'm just like, whoa, if I make like a chill record, it's not like that's no longer an avenue for me anymore. And if you make like an upbeat club record, it's like there's no club. Who are people listening to? There's no music festival. People aren't like turning up to this. And so as a musician, it became really weird where it was like, not only who are you making the music for, but what spaces are you making the music for? Who's existing in these spaces? And do these spaces ever come back? And if the spaces do come back, what do they look like? Probably not the same, not exactly the same, right? And so I guess that's why quarantine stopped for as long as it's been stopped now. I was just like, oh crap, am I just going to be making like 2-minute songs and uploading them to YouTube, regardless of how I feel about the state of the world, for like indefinitely? Because I don't know when I'm going to be able to play shows again. I don't know what's going on. So not to, I know that I've bummed out the stream. The state of the world's really rough, and being a touring performing artist is wildly bad in it. Now, to clean up a little bit of that, I am fortunate that I have. This is not a new thing, right? This stream, obviously, episode 186. This isn't a new thing. And for those of you that have been here long enough, you knew that I was doing hundreds of streams even before this, before I started numbering them on other platforms. So, fortunately for me, I didn't have to get into streaming in the height of the quarantine. I know a lot of people were like, crap, I need to start DJing on Twitch or something. I gotta start doing something because I can't get out there. Luckily, I kind of already had built this space, and I already had you guys, um, you know, I already had you guys here before this all happened. So it wasn't like I had to get good at streaming or get frequent or get consistent at streaming. I kind of already had built this, so this is nice. If I'm trying to find a glass half full, look at this. And you guys don't seem to be pressuring me for new music, and as an artist, which several of you in the stream are, so I know that you'll be able to relate to this. As an artist, when you're making something and you're not sharing anything with anybody and nobody even knows you're working on stuff, sometimes it can feel like your work doesn't exist. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter because I haven't released it. Nobody knows it exists. But doing these streams kind of helps feed something for me where it's like, okay, I'm still a musician, I'm still active, people can still see me making things. I have a production stream, so they still know what's up. So, you get it. My only man says everybody stay safe and have a majestic Monday. Ah, yes, I love it. Majestic made a comeback. Do something majestically kind for someone. Or go look at a big old bird. Or you can do both. Do something kind for a big old bird. Lindsay says, yeah, that's what I've been feeling up until like this weekend. Yeah, it's interesting, Lindsay. So the streams do help me for that, but yeah, I'm just like trying to figure things out. I feel so bad, guys. I feel so bad. Not only for what I'm doing to you guys as far as like not really giving you anything, but also because I did have a merch guy. I still have a merch guy. There is a guy that's like, when are we going to get this merch done? And it's just like, I feel so bad because he's kind of busy and he's somebody that I kind of had to like hound. And I'm sure from his perspective, he's like, yo, you hounded me for like a year to get this merch done for you. And now that I'm finally available and I have all the resources, you're like radio silence. And so it's like, I feel bad. I'm letting people down in that regard. I'm not as consistent with the quarantines. There's shows I'm not playing. There's like a lot of things. And so, yeah, I mean, we're trying to figure it out every day. So, yeah. Amazing Gracie is such a nice name. Oh, wait, did I miss something? Who's Gracie? I missed it. I missed whatever Amazing Gracie was. But, alright. I've talked about, I've mentioned the platforms and I went over news, but I'm keeping it consistent, guys. This weekend, quick reminder, I am going to Arizona, and I will not be able to take my keyboard with me. I'm a little nervous about that, because I don't know then what I will play. I mean, even the little keyboards, I didn't necessarily like playing little keyboards up in the mountain. I mean, I liked it, but I couldn't really get into my flow. I don't know. I'll figure something out, guys. I promise. Even if I have to do like crappy like vlog style streams, I'm gonna try to stay consistent. I'm gonna try to keep the thing. If I have to take a day off, this is my apology in advance. I'll apologize again when I announce that if that indeed is something that I have to end up doing. These streams are the only reason I make music sometimes. If that means anything to you, that means a lot to me actually, okay? Lindsay says that I give you guys a lot. Oh, doesn't feel like it sometimes. I don't know. I have a complex, but that that makes me happy. Wow, that's cool. I hope that anybody who takes any inspiration from this stream artistically goes on to be far more successful than me. Yes. Cyber says, I'm going camping this weekend too, by the way, so I may not be here Friday. Oh. Okay, that's alright. Ah. 6 hours. That means that I would leave here by 3, which means I would be mostly driving at night to get to Arizona. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll listen to podcasts. I don't think I can say what these streams mean to me without making myself seem absolutely pathetic. I'm glad they mean a lot to you, though, Lindsay. They mean a lot to me, too. They mean a lot to me, too. The streams are good. The stream's solid. It's Monday, though, guys, so I have a lot of work to do. I've actually gotten a few Slack messages while I've been on here, and a couple of Discord ones, which I'm a little nervous to check, but we're gonna get to work. I'm a new regular, says Chibi Lucy, so I can't say as much as y'all, but I enjoy these a lot. Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. Even if it was your first stream, Chibi, that's actually really good. I'm glad that you enjoy these streams. I'm glad that were able to make the production stream work out. Guys, I'm just looking at my area over there, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted. It's what I always wanted. When Friday hits, I'm gonna start up the dream discussion again. Word up, Umbe. Hold on. I gotta do this. I gotta do it because I like it. Look at it. I mean, this isn't much. This isn't really anything. This is my studio space, and like I guess ignore the long man candy on my keyboard and the smoothie cup. But like I recently, like when I bought the Walmart towels, I cut them and then I went to Joann's and bought that like gooby like the like anti-fray stuff to like clean it up. But it's like clean now finally. Like it's super janky. I know it's brokey moves, but I finally have like my studio space set up the way I wanted it to, which took a few years actually. So it's chill. It's chill. Also, you guys made that all possible. Thank you. I feel like your guys' donations definitely like directly made it possible for me to afford the webcam. So chill. Yeah. Also, I think I'm starting reading and speaking better English. Oh, because of the stream. That makes me happy. Oh, ooh. Now that's dope. Yeah. EasyDoor's English is really impressive, which is wild. And I have noticed it improve over the course of the streams. However, that has been a course of what, 2-3 years? EasyDoor's been coming into the streams for a really long time. So yeah, when EasyDoor was first coming into the streams, her English was good, but it is surprisingly better. I don't know if you're just using context clues or something, but I feel like I say some pretty wild stuff that even an English speaker would be confused by, and you generally get it, which is interesting. I didn't even guess that English would be your second language. That's wild, says Judy Lucy. Yeah, EasyDoor is dope. I got back into playing piano because of these streams. Interesting, Lindsay. What have I done because of these streams? I think I might update my line. Okay, so guys, I update my line story. That's just for you guys, I think. You know what? You know who talks to me in line? Well, anybody who wants to get a hold of me because I don't reply to anything else. But I know that most of the people that talk to me online or that have reached out to me online in the like recent months are from the stream. So since I'm pretty much absent on Instagram and Twitter for the most part, for right now anyway, I've just been active online because I feel like if I upload stuff online, it's like, oh, you guys will see it and that'll be cool. Um, and you guys know that I'm not dead, but like everybody that's like Instagram people, yeah, they think I'm dead. I don't know when I come back. It's like one of those things where you stayed gone for so long you don't know how to return. I didn't want to be conceited, but I was wondering who those posts were for. Yeah. It's just you guys. My family doesn't talk to me on Line Messenger, and my homies have Line Messenger, but they're not active on it. If that makes sense. Like I'm the only person I know that posts to their story and posts to their timeline, and then people will. I'm not saying this is bad, but people will see that I post to my timeline and then start posting their timeline, and I'm not stupid. I know it's because of me. I know it's because people are like, "Oh, there's a timeline online. That's weird." I guess Omni posts on there like every day. I'll post a photo, and then other people start posting on their timeline, which is like pretty funny and cool. I like that. It's like a little community. Maybe I'll make like a line group chat for all of us or something. I said maybe. Don't do it. Nobody else do it. Don't do it. Don't add me to one. But maybe I'll do it. Maybe. I'm afraid though. You know how I feel about group chats. Anyhow. Wow, this has been a very long end. I haven't even done Hush Hour. Zephyr, when you were talking about majestic stuff, the reason I went to like other cultures is because one of the wildest like magical feelings is like traveling, right? Going to like cultures and places where you aren't from and being able to interact with the people. And this song, I did a lot of arrangement for in Hong Kong, which gave me that feeling. I think there's this really weird thing that happens when you travel. We've talked about traveling a lot in the stream. But this really weird thing happens when you travel, especially to a place where maybe people don't speak the language you speak. Where you get kind of like you'll have like this weird not out of body experience, I don't want to be dramatic. But you'll have this experience where you're just like, this is weird that this person is lives here and I live, I don't know, 5,000 miles away. And now I'm where they are and I'm exchanging words with them. And unless I got on a plane, like this would never happen. I would never cross paths with this person organically, naturally. I have moved my body to wherever they are. And we're interacting. It's like that weird thing, like I talk about the crows in Japan. And I'm like, the crows in Japan will never be able to have a conversation with the crows in America. Would they even understand each other? They definitely sound different. Anybody who's heard Japanese crows and heard American crows, you know they sound completely different. And so sometimes I wonder, like, yeah, would they even understand each other? Without human intervention, they'll never meet each other. No crow is going to fly over the Pacific Ocean, you know? Like, even flies, even bugs, even if you just think of bugs like, bugs aren't traveling a great distance. I know there are some exceptions, like butterflies and their big migration, but if you're thinking just like about like houseflies or something like that, or a mosquito, and so when we as humans travel great distances like that, just the fact that you're eating anything or standing in like this one spot, like in Japan or something like that, or in Africa, or in England, or in Australia, it's like, oh, this is weird. This is a thing that a lot of just living beings don't have the luxury to be able to do. And so whenever I have experiences like that, even if they're bad experiences, right? Like if somebody's really mean to me or if I get injured, I'm just like, this is really weird. You go home and you have a picture of it or a video of it and you have some stories from it. But you're like, oh, that's weird. I was in that place. Isn't that so strange? I had no reason to be over there. But this song, whenever I play it now, I always think of Hong Kong, and I think about my interactions with people while I was there, and the way people were looking at me, and the way those people had no idea where I was actually from, or my like lifestyle, or yeah, it's weird. going that far out. Oh boy. Oh, word up, Cyber. Cool, cool, cool. There's already a group chat. Lizzie says you should give yourself more credit. Maybe, maybe. I doubt it will happen though. Thank you everybody for being respectful and being polite to each other. It means a lot. It does. You guys are always really nice. You guys are very nice to Easy Door. It makes me happy because I care about Easy Door a lot. It's like a big family. A big family that I don't feel like I need to... Why is she walking like that? Anyways, it's a big family that I feel like I don't need to police anybody, and that's really cool. That's really cool. It's nice. So thank you for being respectful to me again and being polite to each other again. This is stream number 186. Part 2, I guess. I don't know. Tomorrow we're going to do 187 at 9... Ugh, stupid. Oh, wow. Interesting. Anyways, tomorrow we're going to do 187. At 9 a.m. as per usual. It probably won't be this long. This was a long one. It's because I spent the first 2 hours only talking and I felt bad for not playing. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. I hope you guys have a marvelous Monday. Or, as Maddie put it, a majestic one. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Abo, everybody. I'm gonna be on Sky now. I'm gonna hop on Sky and do Daily Quest or whatever. Oh, bye, Amazing Gracie. Oh, that's what Cyber meant when they said Amazing Gracie's a good name. Oh. Abo, Amazing Gracie. Abo, everybody.